Core asks, why did you want to become a VTuber? I got a bunch of free VTuber stuff, which made me become one. Spite, you'd be surprised how many people can actually relate to this post. I think I reacted to like a certain question or commentated to a certain question, and everyone was just like, spite. I hate everyone. I wanted a way to make content and be able to show my emotions and reactions without showing my real face and maintain privacy. After some time of making faceless content, I learned about VTubing and I jumped in and never looked back. Anonymity. I'm sorry, that word's too big for me. And wanting to be an anime character or having people judge me based off my looks, whether good or bad. A streamer because I love playing games, but I get much more fulfillment out of them when someone is watching or playing with me. I wouldn't say I wanted to, more like it just happened. I could have been bothered cleaning and prepping that day, so I just exported a project for modding of games to a VRM and went live. Been VTubing ever since. Necessity, mostly. I wanted to make people happy, bring smiles to people's faces. That's what I want. But the necessity comes from my inability to work elsewhere. Therefore, streaming has become my life, my career. It's slow so far. Frankly, I'm concerned if it will pick up. It seems fun, and I really like making content and things. Ever since I started making my game, I grew to love video editing and such. So it was kinda a natural conclusion. I kind of have to be a VTuber since I have a big boy career and I make a... Oh, okay. Okay. To try one last time to become a creator before I lock in the eternal 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. job, so I may potentially in the future become an entrepreneur and develop my own products without having others shoving their fingers in my processes when I not asked for. Because I want to create a small community of critically thinking, discussion-loving people, as I can't find myself fitting into any already in existence. I'm just picky, I know that. No, you're not picky. In fact, you're kind of like me for real. You're kind of like me for real, dog. It's literally what I do on this channel. I love critically thinking people. I love when people disagree with me. You know, I don't get livid. All right. Found out it existed, and then it was a mix of being able to express myself with a different face, but still one of my own, and being an absolute stupid, goofy nerd dork. To cover up my war crimes by being too silly to have committed them. Oddly enough, I can't say for sure. I just started and already there is this strange blizzard of questions echoing in the back of my head. What drives me? Ambition or passion? Do I want to be successful or do I want to be happy? Can I have both? You can, it just takes a lot of work. What about my values? Do I value friends more or followers? Why not value both of them equally? So many questions like these. I haven't even started streaming yet and already simply going through the emotions of this side project has taught me a lot about myself. In a ironic twist, playing the role known as Lucentine is helping me grow as a person. Boredom, wanted a side gig to make a little Christmas money, and a supportive girlfriend saying to go for it. I also wanted to make people laugh. Life's too short to spend constantly worrying and making people forget the bullshit, even for a bit. Seemed like a nice thing to do. I don't know, I mean, I've always liked the concept of presenting through an avatar. When I found it out was something that you can do on YouTube. That's when my idea started. I watched Demi, Leaflet, Smug Alana, Berry Crepe. These are people that I actually watch, and some other which fueled my drive more. All I've wanted was to do this, so I dropped the money on a model, familiarize myself with editing work with a nice person that edits for me most times, and here I am, over 100 videos, still going strong. Damn, 100 videos. Wait, how many videos have I uploaded? Alright, so I just checked, and in total I have uploaded around 157 videos. Actually, I probably uploaded a little bit more than that, because like there's a big majority of videos, because I used to be a gaming channel. There's a big majority of videos that were games. So I'm willing to estimate how many videos I've made. I say like around 235. I feel like I've seen that on my channel before. So yeah, around 200. videos. I thought it was a fun idea since I had nothing better to do with myself, lol. Thought it was neat, and given how today's climate has gotten hostile in many places, thought it was a good way to return to streaming with a new identity and personal info/identity tucked away behind the screen's name out of sight. I tried, at least, but it was to have fun, share what I like with others without having to worry about them stumbling with me in real life. Then I left 3 years after. Would try it again, but that's when I actually have a PC that can handle it. But I don't think I'll be alive by then. No, don't say that, that's depressing. Still haven't, but in consideration, most of my downtime is just videos, video games, and research. I'm at my computer regardless of the why. Feels like a missed opportunity not to take the chance to meet people and interact with viewers from the other side. We'll see. May sound weird and boring, but I speak fast, like very fast. And the more nervous I get, the faster I speak, which is quite a problem for my whole life now. And streaming, being seen and heard, makes me feel very, very nervous. I hope to overcome that with time. Via VTubing? That could help if you continue like doing commentary and chatting and stuff like that. I can see how that can help you with that issue in a way. To support my preteen stepdaughter and give her the life she deserves. She's autistic and lights up my world, man. So I show off my voice and let people sexualize me just so I can give her a future. I like playing games and drawings. I was bored, and I mean, why not trying to grow with what I like to do and try new things out of my bubble. We live once. Mostly to build a safe community. I struggle with many things and wanted to make a community that allows people to express who they are and have fun. I'll be shallow and save for the fame and potential income. Okay, but I do hope to build a strong community and fulfill the needs to make an impact. And there's nothing wrong for chasing after the fame because the fame comes with the money, and if you get that fame, you're living an easy life, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You can chase after that, right? Because like, who am I to shame a person for chasing something to make their life better? I didn't want to. I was bullied into it. My boss and my girlfriend, now ex, were both VTubers and they ganged up on me to get me to try it. That's unique. That's unique. Okay. Because when making videos, I always had my avatar in mind of what I wanted people to see when they found my videos. At the time, I figured this would be limited to profile pictures and banners until I found out what a VTuber was. The rest is a work in progress. I got inspired by other VTubers, and I wanted to both express myself in my own way and have an excuse to watch videos or play games. To be clear, I haven't started yet. This is just my reasoning. Because I love the idea of creating something that represents me, and I had a lot of anxiety and insecurities with streaming my face. There's actually a couple of VTubers that had that same exact problem, so that's actually pretty common. Because Fortune 500 companies took away the games and communities I love, so then I had to create my own community. I'm seeing that a lot. Like a lot of people becoming VTubers to create their own community within this space, which is very unique. I never thought of it like that, right? Got into VR, made much friends, and many of them are VTubers. My boyfriend also really encouraged me to get into streaming. One day I just said, "Frack it," and started. I'm very happy my boyfriend encouraged me. I'm happy to meet all my friends. Very happy to be a VTuber. Small but happy. Oh yeah, by the way, for context, I should have said this right off the bat, but when they say VTubers, they're not just talking about like live 2D. They're also talking about 3D, such as VR chat, Vroid, and even me, PNG. I'm a PNG in my own way, right? There's a reactive PNG, and then there's PNG. I feel like that's not mentioned a lot in this community, that there's two different types of PNGs. There's reactive PNG, and then there's just PNG, which is me. Sometimes you'll see my character on the screen. Oh, this one is very unique. To talk about toys, and because I served time once, I can't really post my face for all to see. That's a good point. I guess that's why people say that VTubing is a safe space in a way, because you get to hide your face, right? And be who you are. Because #Zentrea inspired me to. I thought nobody would listen to a TTS voice how I started, but then I saw this quirky red-headed commander rising up and it proved me wrong. So I leaned more into it, and here I am. When I was younger, I struggled a lot with mental health due to various reasons. I remember during those days that the content from some creators really gave me a temporary escape. Now that I'm older, I want to offer that same comfort to others that are struggling. I was super sick from malnutrition last year, and Gura was basically the only reason I kept going. I want to be that for other people. All right, last one. This video might be a very short one. Last one. Being a VTuber is my excuse to bark online. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, comment down below what made you want to become a VTuber. But before you answer that, I think it's only fair that I tell you guys why I became this. I first got introduced into the VTuber sphere community around 2020. I feel like that's where most people got introduced to that. The first VTuber that I saw was actually Neanders, and then it led up to Silverveil, then Project Melody, then Iron Mouse, basically VShojo. But I don't think any of them were in VShojo yet. And then that's how I met Zandrea. And then after that, watching a little bit of Project Melody's content, that's where I met Nuxtaku. And I feel like Nuxtaku was the biggest inspiration to me, because when Nuxtaku started, he was just a PNG. He wasn't a reactive PNG, but a PNG. And that is what influenced me to, well, be the person that I am, making these type of contents, right? But I don't make content similar to Nuxtaku. I want it to be uniquely me. It's just that Nuxtaku influenced me into being this PNG content creator. So yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, also Imaru, when she was an animator. Oof, man. And Wolfichu? I think that's her name. And yeah, that was pretty much it. That's what inspired me to become this, to become a VTuber. So yeah, if you stayed this far into the video, make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button. Before you hit that subscribe button and that bell notification, I feel like I'm legally obligated to tell you what type of content I make on this channel. Now, I majority of the time talk about VTuber drama, but also to take a break from that drama, you know, I also make Ask Twitter videos, which is basically me going in Twitter, and if I find a tweet that asks a question, such as Core's tweet, which says, "Why did you become a VTuber?" I do commentary and react to the replies under that. So yeah, if that's your thing, if that's something that tickles your fancy, yeah, definitely subscribe and hit that bell notification so you never miss a video that I upload on YouTube. With that being said, have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good evening, have a good night. And that's pretty much it. Peace.